see her level damage. So
Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Like, oh wait, this could be a lot of damage right here. Oh, never mind. I take it back. It's another Wow.
Vortex kick.
Vortex kick. Art's
And
down.
killing that Bart.
Gotta be game.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, that's game.
Alright everyone, and welcome back to Wbel Season 2. So this is the Clairvoyant division, and I'm here with GB79 again. So hi GB.
How's it going? How you doing today?
Fine, and you?
Doing well, doing well. Excited to see these matches this week.
Yes. Alright, so let's jump into the standings. So in first place we currently have JesusLBL, Iceheart, Reindell, Crashmstr, and MacRain. And players that didn't got a point in the first week, we have Meefle, Addol, Iroh, GB79, and Taiyo. So
Yeah.
let's give them some love and hope that they get the first point this week. Alright, so first match we have Reindell against Iroh. So yeah,
It's Mr. Aloha.
yeah. So on the Reindell side we have Summer Jaden, Corwell, and Whisper. On the Iroh side we have Bradley, Whisper, and Lilith. So what can we expect?
Yeah, so we know Reindell, that's one thing that he's been known for in this league is his missile units. So he's bringing out his Jaden, he's bringing out his Corwell. This map is like sneakily pretty good for missile units, I think. If you can kind of keep them on the height advantage there in the back, maybe limit their movement there with the bow tie, I think it can be pretty effective. But, you know, we have Mr. Aloha is going to come in with his full knight team here with Bradley, Whisper, and Lilith. So, I don't know, they're going to have to kind of bridge the gap here. None of them are really strong with their mobility, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I feel like this Bradley was predicted.
Yeah, and there is that too. You got two win units kind of into this Bradley, so... Could be a split formation here, though. And it is. So we've got Whisper on one side, and we're going to try to flank here with the other two units. That could be pretty good. You know, if he has called the missile units and maybe built up some high missile resistance there on Whisper.
I don't like the first movement from Jaden.
Yeah, he kind of went down onto the floor. So trading blows here. Did get the break there onto Mr. Aloha's Whisper. Korra with that height advantage. Ooh, it's big damage with the unit resistance down. So Jaden's probably going to be able to take her out on the next hit. Ooh, okay. That helps.
Alright, so Jaden went back on the top, so that's already big. So we have Whisper that's finally down, so the 8 down on the Bradley, if they stay grouped it will not be useful. So Divine Shelter from Whisper, so she's going to be tanking in the middle. So right now it's looking pretty good for Reindell. First reflex from Lilith, but at least it's going to do big damage on that Bradley and debuff him. Alright, so Bradley's first hit, what is it going to look like? So Acid Blade. Alright, so Whisper is off dead, so now we have Jaden. Oh, and a reflex on Bradley. So there's two reflex from Iroh's side, so he's pretty lucky right now.
Living a charmed life here early.
Yeah, and we have no slow on that Lilith. So I guess that he prepared for that slow. And AP Devastator. Oh, wow.
The hate. Oh, wow. Big damage there from Lilith. That was crazy.
Oh. And we have a basic attack on that Lilith. So I think that even if...
And she's got a lap here.
Oh, yes. Because of the haste, yes.
Yep.
Probably going... Oh, no, okay. Killing that Whisper, probably because she could do more damage to him. The thing I noticed is that even if the LB of Jaden was landing on the Bradley, because of the courage, I think he had time to proc it. He wouldn't have been in the favor of Reindell anyway, just because of it.
Yeah, so the lack of the taunting blades was the difference there. Lilith was able to get in and do massive damage there onto the two ranged units. And yeah, and even you know, Bradley chipped in there at the end to finish off the Whisper, but that was definitely a big showcase there for Lilith. You love to see it.
Yeah, I think that the key of the match was this absence of 8 on Whisper. The fact that Lilith went with AP Devastator on both missile unit at the back end, it was really, it sealed the deal for Reindell.
That ended up, the AP Devastator ended up being even a factor at the end there because Jaden was out of AP. He had to go to the low AP Arithmetician move just onto Lilith. So at the end of the day, I don't think that would have mattered because, Bradley still had his courage up and, it was 1 versus 2. But I can't believe the damage there from Lilith. That was amazing.
All right, so GG to both players and congratulations to Iroh. Alright, so match number 2, we have your team, GB, and versus JesusLBL. So on GB's side, we have Surges, Urel, and 2P. On Jesus' side, we have Amnelis, Kelfe, and Ramada. So what can we expect?
So interestingly enough, both teams here building around the Fullmetal Alchemist Bonds of Brotherhood card. We got the Devout and Spear synergy there for Jesus, and I'm going with the Fist Spear synergy. Both of us kind of carrying that low-cost spear unit there with Surges and with Ramada. But we got some tanky mages here coming in for Jesus. Neither of them are known for their accuracy, but both of them do have now 100% hit, so that could be an issue here for my 2P. Urel, obviously not known for her magic resistance either, so this is going to be an interesting one. We'll have to see how it pans out.
Maybe this Amnelis will be as evasive as your 2P.
Not sure about that.
They're wasting their time. My things.
So I go for the split formation here. I got my Fist units here over the right, Surges. I got him on the left side of the ship. But Jesus, he's all on that same corner as Surges, so he's going to not be long for this world here. But starting pretty far apart from my Fist units, they're going to have to sort of traverse a good gap here. But I get the shell up there for my Surges. I was expecting potentially some magic, so I was trying to maybe get him to live at least 1 hit. Standard buffs coming in for my Earth Fist team. So we're going to have the action coming in here now. But Kilfei, everybody's got all their buffs online, so we have to see what they can do at this point.
Alright, so Leaping Assault. So his team is thinking it pretty well, but we have a slow that has landed on that Kilfei, so it's going to be really big. Alright, so 2P's not in range going forward. So Revitalize on Urel, so she'll have plenty of AP. Next, we have Amnelis, so probably only a hit on that Surges. So let's see how much this protection he gave him. It made the difference at the end.
Yeah, I think that's a one-shot. But
Alright, so Surges is down, so now we have 2P. I think that she can hit all of them. Let's see. Yes, Fazal, whatever this is called. So we have Ramada that's dead, and we have Kelfe that tanked it pretty well. So next we have Kelfe. She got a turn, so Energy Blaster, it is a guaranteed hit move, so she could hit that 2P. Next we have Urel, not in range still. So now next we have Amnelis. So what is it? Okay, so we have the LB. So what it does is that now all our hits are going to be a guaranteed hit for 3 turns. Pretty big.
Including that one.
Yes, including that one. Alright, so we have Urel, 2P, sorry, hitting them both, and we have the follow-up on both units, so they're pretty low right now, and counter-slown that 2P. Alright, so it's good for Jesus, but we have Spirit Breaker coming from Urel, so killing that Kilfe. Only Amnelis remaining, a big chance that this 2P is slow, because otherwise it would have been really bad for him. So hitting them both, killing that 2P, so only the... oh, and she's lapping that Urel. Oh, that's surprising. Revocation.
Even
still
with the CT up, it's crazy.
But she had courage, so just enough to kill that Amnelis. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there was some interesting things that happened there. The slow on the counter proc from Amnelis actually altered the turn order there. I was going to lap her with my 2P. That shifted so that Amnelis got the next turn before her.
Yeah.
And then... even with the CT up there on Urel, somehow Amnelis is still able to lap there, which was pretty crazy. It must have been super close in the turn order, but at least I had courage there and was able to bring it back. But yeah, surprisingly close there. He told me he was expecting in the Fist team, so he kind of built for it, but it wasn't quite enough here to get the win.
Well, you started the slow fest with the Surges at the beginning.
I did. He did his job. I was hoping to pick up at least one slow. It was on a key unit for Killfei. She wasn't really able to do anything. You know, she got that initial hit onto 2P, but that was it.
I'm not sure who to give the MVP award for this fight.
I mean, if it's on pure damage, you'd have to give it to Amnelis, you know, in the losing effort. Like she was definitely putting on a show there. She nearly one-shot the Surges. She did a bunch of damage there onto the other units and almost won it for Jesus. So that was a very good showcase for her. But at the end of the day, not quite enough to take down the Earth Fist duo.
You see, that's the thing. It was easy to identify Amnelis as the clear MVP in this fight, but she was on the losing end. So on your side, I think that it was an equal effort of both of your units.
Yeah, everybody chipped in there.
Alright, so GG to both players and congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Alright, so third match we have MacRain against Crashmstr. So on MacRain side we have Vadim, Sadali and Summer Kitten. On Crash side we have 2P, Galzak and Lisette.
So we got the kind of the dagger and mace synergy there from MacRain. That's an interesting team. I wonder if he's going to have the bow tie maybe on Vadim for kind of some hate generation there. For Crash's side, got the two Fist units with Galzak. So again, kind of the FMA card synergy with the Devout Fist units. But we know 2P, very evasive. Kitone, she does have a couple of guaranteed hits, but not a lot of magic res penetration to kind of eat through this 2P, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Sadali also has a guaranteed hit, but again, kind of lower damage and not much magic res penetration. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one.
Well, that's MacRain, so he has a plan.
Always. I wonder if he was expecting this one here, though.
I'll show you the results of my training. I will help.
Please leave a comment.
They're wasting their time.
So 2P always got that big mobility, so starting away from the team and moving into them. Sadali's his buff master. He's got so many good buffs over there still to this day. Okay. So probably was expecting this here. He's got the Fairy Guard TMR there for the unit resistance. Somehow I think he's still going to get one shot by 2P.
We'll see that. Yeah, the thing is that when you see 2P on the roster, you get to prep for her, even if you have a whole cast of wind units.
Yep. Haste on the Galzak there. We have some quick healing. We set kind of way in the back here, but she gets the haste online as well.
Yeah, that's pretty
Still
big.
pretty far back. Is that a bow tie on her though? Is she?
I think he moved off tree.
Two there? Did she? Okay. Oh, 2P doesn't have the accuracy there to hit from the side.
Oh, the bow tie on Lisette. Oh yeah, maybe. We have to go through back in time. All right, so big damage coming from that sadly, I think on. Oh wow, okay, so Lisette to big damage on that Vadim. So next we have 2P, so retaliation. Is she able to kill that Vadim? We'll see. Okay, so she's going for the back line, so a lot of damage on that Ketone, but not much on that sadly, but it was kind of expected. Oh wow, so that 2P is gone. That's pretty bad for Crash. So now we have that Galzak. What is he going to do? So just standing still, just going forward. So next we have Mog, so that's pretty big, removing a little bit of AP on that Lisette. So next we have Galzak. I think that he has everything turned off except Ace. Alright, so a lot of damage on that Lisette. That's really not looking good for Crash. He really have to do a lot of damage, and he needs healing fast. So guard Ace, yeah, so I don't think that healing was up. So next we have sadly Man Dice Way, so killing that Lisette, and now I think that's its game.
Yeah, Galzak's not really known for his offensive prowess here, so probably going to be a long drawn out one though, because he is very tanky and he's just going to probably spam heals on himself.
Well, we saw Minwoo one-shot an entire team in the last charming video.
Is he going to be channeling an attack here is the question.
I think that everything is off but haste. So we have auto cure just to make it longer.
Oh, going for the stop. So personally, I think the play here from MacRain was to get the follow-up dispel from Addol early onto 2P, and you saw that she actually wasn't able to do the follow-up there when she dived in on them. At the same time, she was just diving in so far away from Galzak that he was in no position to heal her, so I think that was the difference in the game, just that Galzak was completely taken out of it, just from a spacing perspective. GG to both players.
Yes, I think that on MacRain's side, since he anticipated the 2P clearly, what he thought was, okay, what are my biggest assets to go against that 2P? And then he used the usual tactic of, alright, how bulky can I make my team? And just went this way.
Yeah, I'm surprised that 2P wasn't able to hit Vadim there from the side. I mean, she doesn't have a ton of accuracy, but I mean, you figure in this team, like, he couldn't have had all that many evasion cards. I don't think that ended up being the difference. I think it was definitely that, like I said, just the spacing. Like, Galzak really couldn't do anything the whole match.
Yeah, that's the thing with those units, those devout, they tend to stay really far in the back, so when you have long maps like those, you really have to put them in the middle at the beginning. Otherwise, they stay back and they just heal themselves to death.
Yeah, especially with haste up, he'll keep kind of spamming haste on himself. But good preparation from MacRain there, and yes. Good thinking with the Addol with the follow-up dispel. I like it.
Absolutely. GG to both players and congrats to MacRain. Alright, so next we have Iceheart against Taiyo. So on Iceheart's side we have Chris, Rafal and Alaya. On Taiyo's side we have Terra, Etre and Wingstern. So what can we expect?
So this is the same team we saw from Iceheart last week. We've got the kind of the pseudo triple gunner or triple missile, but Rafal obviously in there with the evasiveness in the middle. And like I said earlier, this is kind of a longer map. It can be pretty good for the missile units, so maybe it could be a feather in the cap of Iceheart. On the other side for Taiyo, he's got his patented unit. Like I said last week, Terra is in there for the summonings, Shenanigans. And maybe we could be looking at a light Esper coming out here to support the Wingstern, who seems to be the carry of this team. Kind of interested to see the synergy here, kind of with the Etra. Kind of, I guess we have Knight and Fist synergy here with these units. So maybe kind of building around some. I think they do share a couple of cards. So yeah, interested to see how this plays out.
Yeah, let's see what's the Esper this week. Alright.
And Rafal is so fast with her dagger. Like she can get up into like the 130s. I think I've gotten her as high as like 140, 142. But yeah, they are moving quick here. The teams are again set pretty far apart here, so going to be plenty of time for Taiyo to get his Esper out onto the fields. Got the range up coming in on the missile units.
It could have been good to like drag those missile units at the front, but they don't seem to. Okay, so Rafal's going forward, but the other two, I think that they're pretty good up there.
I would imagine that their movement is limited to 2. Yeah, you can see that there. Okay, got the accuracy up there for Stern, maybe expecting the Rafal.
Yeah, or Starlight Elena.
Is Etra going to be the summoner here? We'll have to see that here on the next play.
Oh, so
wow.
big damage from that crease, but like, of course she's a water unit on a fire unit, but still. Oh, and we have
The
that
chakra.
So next we have Rafale. Can she reach Dispel Spread? Alright, so I'll buff our remove on Taiyo's side. Next we have Alaya, pretty much in range to hit them all. Okay, so only going for Sharpshoot, and we have 14,000 damage. So that's the thing on the Iceheart's side. She always equip max damage up on her side, so she can hit those who thought that will be fine with 12k HP. So now we have a barrier breaker and killing that. Oh no, Terra, so
That range is unbelievable there from Grace.
yeah. So sorry guys, there will be no Esper this week. And next we have Alaya, so probably going for shot. No, so she have the accuracy.
Yeah,
well,
unfortunately, the Stern did not get his re-raise online there, and we did not get to see any Esper come out just because of the range advantage there from Iceheart's team. So yeah, that was tough luck there for Taiyo.
yeah, I think that there's nothing much to say. Unfortunately for Taiyo, Iceheart was really ready, and she had the best team, I think, for this map.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to get in a position where you can keep those units back where they're staying on the steps and have that extended range height to kind of lengthen their range of their attacks, then it works out pretty well, and that's what Iceheart was able to do.
That team from Iceheart is so oppressing, and week after another for the past 2 weeks, Chris has been really dominant.
Definitely, yeah, she's looked good here in the early goings for sure.
And also there's this little tech of evasion coming from Rafale, so like you don't know how to handle them.
Yeah, you don't want to slow play it. I think you want to get in as quick as you can. You need the mobility and probably want a tank as well to kind of soak up some of the damage. But Taiyo unfortunately didn't have any of those things.
All right, so GG's both players and congratulations to Iceheart. Alright, so last match we have Meefle against Addol. So on Meefle's side we have Slime, Winter Luarta, and Lorenzo. On Addol's side we have Mariel, we have Halloween Lucio, and Dorando. So what can we expect?
So again, got a couple of Pierce units here from Meefle. He's got the support there from Slime. Kind of an interesting team. We'll have to see how that plays out. They are both very accurate spear units though. So maybe that was the play here from Meefle, going for the accuracy, kind of expecting this Halloween Lucio. And that's what we're seeing over here from Addol. But he's got a couple of bulky units next to him with Dorando, and also Mariel is surprisingly bulky herself. Isn't really known for her pierce damage resistance though, so we'll have to see kind of how long she's able to stand up to this Luartha.
Yes, let's check this out.
So staying way in the back here. Neither of these units have much mobility either, and Lorenzo, he's a very good MR unit, but he's incredibly slow. To see if he's set up for haste though, because he does have that time mage support.
I really like that Luarta at the top of those stands.
She does have binding javelin, so she can hit pretty far with that from height range.
And we have Oberon's TMR to cancel the haste. Will be pretty big against Lucio.
Very true. So I guess the synergy here from Addol is like the axe and warrior synergy there, probably building around that Lucio card.
Oh yeah, true.
So split formation here, they're going to be kind of drawn to the left. Interesting from Lorenzo. I guess he has to move all the way back to get his haste off. But the disable there onto the slime is pretty big.
Yeah, it could be very problematic, yeah.
Completely taking him out.
Well, at least he's going to get out of his disable faster now.
True. Almost 11,000 damage there. That's crazy.
Yes, but it's expected from her. She's really a powerful unit. So we have a re-raise on that Lucio. So next is going to be Lorenzo. I hope that this time he's going to move forward and not backward. Alright. So we have another turn of that slime. So since he's hasted, he's been able to go again. Because usually it's really slow. So this slime is doing his job, only taking 1 damage from that Marielle. Next we have Luarta, so killing off that Marielle. Alright, so next we have Durando. Who is he going for? So it's for that. Oh, so a little bit more damage this time on that slime. And it was an ace coming from that Lorenzo. Next is Lucio, so killing off that slime. Alright, so next is Lorenzo again. Since he's hasted, he's really fast. So he's going, alright, for Durando, but it was kind of expected. Next is Luarta. I guess that she's going to do a lot of damage on him. So 12k damage, so that's really a lot of damage. Let's see. And yes, Lorenzo is able to finish him up. So it's not looking good right now for Addol, especially since he won't be able to use his ace on that LB. So let's see who he was hitting. So it was Lorenzo. Alright, so okay, so the 3 turns are already off. So next is Lorenzo, so jumping in the air and not.
And he does have the accuracy.
And removing the ace already. And next is blinding javelin from Luarta and killing off that. I said nothing. I take it back. Alright, so next is Lorenzo. Is he able to kill him before he does his turn? No. So Vampiric Reaper. Enough to kill that Lorenzo. So we have 1 more kill on that side. And next Winter Luarta to finish him off. Accuracy down. Still able to hit him from the front. Alright, so she was pretty accurate.
Yeah, it must have been a full accuracy build there.
Yeah.
Because even at this point, the buffs from the beginning with the accuracy up had already worn off. So, yeah, maybe, you know, obviously expecting the Lucio there and kind of went full on accuracy. So even the Lorenzo, you know, surprisingly was able to hit him. So that was a well fought match there. Slime was completely taken out of it, and yeah, still was able to overcome.
Yeah, that counter for accuracy down could have been really pretty big. A big chance that this Luarta was really full geared for accuracy, because otherwise it could have become really messy at the end. But still, I think since she was on that sword sub-job, it has a paralyzing edge, so it would have been able to hit that Lucio anyway. Honestly, it was a great preparation.
I think kind of the early trend that we've been seeing in these matches is that a lot of people have been using the split formations, kind of having the hate on one side and the 2 damage dealers on the other side. And in a lot of cases, it's actually kind of backfired a bit. It definitely backfired a bit on me in my match as well, where, you know, you saw Urel was out of range. In this case, it took so long for Durando and for Lucio to get over to the fight that, you know, they had already taken out the tank, and at that point they were just kind of up for grabs, sitting ducks. So it is a kind of a deceptively long map, and I think that has been the difference here in a couple of them.
Yeah, those split formations, it's so dependent on the initial placement of your opponent. Like,
yes.
Really a lot.
Yeah, if they are lined up on the same side as the tank, then yeah, it ends up kind of being a negative to be set so far apart.
Alright, so this was the last match. Thank you, GB, again for doing this. Once again, I think we had a lot of fun, and there was some really great matches.
That went so quickly.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's over yet, but yeah, they were well fought, and yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, at the end of every single video, each players are like, already? 5 is so few.
I know.
Alright, glad that we did this again, and we'll be seeing each other next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Perfect. Alright, so this concludes the week 2 of the Clairvoyant division. So in first place we have Iceheart with 2 points. In second place we have MacRain with 2 points. After this we have JesusLBL, Meefle, Iroh, Reindell, GB79, and Crashmstr with 1 point. Addol and Taiyo are still searching for their first win, but like I said in many videos, we still have 7 weeks ahead, so they have plenty of time. So thank you guys again for listening, and I hope that we'll see you in the next video. So thank you. Bye bye.